Hey guys, this is a bit of a bittersweet video. I'm happy, I'm excited, but I'm also a little sad. I'm about to have my farewell webinar. Now I'm going to use cuts through this video to keep it super short. And in this short invitation video, I'm going to answer 7 questions that you probably have in your head right now. So let's start off with a quick credibility check. Who am I? What do I do? And why should you listen to me? We'll keep this one super short. You can go to thewealthytrainer.com and you'll see everything I've done in the past 5 years. I don't want to say the words, but from making 2 million in 2020. Thewealthytrainer.com has my story, has all of my videos from 2015 in sequential order by date from bottom up, all the way up to my most recent video, August of 2020. So you can see my whole entire journey. All of my content I've ever done is up there. That's my credibility check. Who I am, what I do, and why you should listen to me. I've got notes because I don't want to forget anything here. After 5 years of doing live events and webinars, I am hosting my final live event on Thursday, September 3rd, 2020 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So here's what I'm going to address right here, right now. The questions I'm answering are, will I stop providing content to the masses? How long will I stop doing live events / live webinars for? 3, will my automated webinars continue to run? 4, why am I stopping to do live webinars and live events? 5, what will I be focusing on then? 6, since this is my last live webinar, will I be working on any other businesses? 7, am I stopping to personally brand myself? Crazy questions, let's answer them. And one more question, probably the most important question. Let's call it question number 8, the bonus question. Why should I be there live for your farewell webinar, Mark? So I'll briefly answer all of these questions right here, right now. Now it is time consuming hard coding all these little captions down here that you're seeing. So if the volume is not on, you'll have to turn it on now if you want to hear me answer these questions, okay? So right now what I'll do is I'll pop up a little turn volume up little watermark. Here we go. Okay, so now if you can hear me, you turned up your volume because there's no more captions. Here we go. Let's answer those questions. Okay, now I'm going to chill out a little bit. It's really bittersweet. I love doing live webinars, and I can't believe this will be my last one. So let's start with question number 1. Will I stop providing content to the masses? No, I will not stop. Every Friday, pre-recorded content will be run as a premiere on my YouTube channel. And then once that happens, then of course I will syndicate it to all my 16 platforms, and that will bring back all leads in my audience. But every Friday, anytime during Friday, I will probably pinpoint a time, maybe in the evening. That I'm not quite sure, but it will be every Friday on my YouTube channel. So if you want to consume my weekly content, simply go to my YouTube channel by going to thewealthytrainer.com. Actually, that's the only URL you'll ever need. Let me just put it up on the screen. Boom! thewealthytrainer.com. From there, I've got all my social media handles at the top. What I recommend you do is you subscribe to my YouTube and you click the little bell on my YouTube. There we go, question 1 done. And just a little side note on question 1. The content does originally get premiered every Friday on YouTube, but if you follow me on any of the platforms above, that same content goes out the next day on all those platforms. Question 2. How long will I stop doing live events and webinars? Will it really be my last one ever? Well, I'm going to stop for 1 year, and then after the year, then I will decide based on how things go, of course, with my year off. Question 3. Will my automated webinars continue to run? Hell yeah. That's one of the things I've been optimizing are my automated webinars that actually look live. So if you see me doing live events or live webinars, I'm using the quotes here because they're not going to be really live. So there you have it. Will I continue to run them? Oh yes, I will. And I will create more of them. So if you see me live throughout the year, I'm not really live. So why am I stopping to do live events and live webinars? Because I need 100% focus on the system that I'm creating. It's a system that I believe does exist out there, and I believe some 8-figure, 9-figure earners are using this system, but they had to build it on their own. Quite simply, I call it the money printing system. Yes, it's about the money in the following year for me. So let's go right to the next question. What is it that I'll be focusing on? Well, it's my money printing system. That's what I call it, but let me give you my definition of what it is. I'm going to read it here so it's exact. I'm going to create a system that can sell anything on full automation and can scale. I'll repeat that. I will create a system that can sell anything on 100% full automation, and then it can scale. So do I have a version of this system? I do, and it's working, but now I'm going to optimize it so that I could literally sell anything, plug any product or service in, and so that it's 100% fully automated, and that I could scale it to the moon. The details matter in this type of system. Side note, will I be using the system that I'm building? Of course I will. What will I use it for? This is just an additional question within. I will use it for my network marketing companies to sell more products or services and to recruit and enroll. That's one. Number two, I'll use it to sell different products and different services in different verticals and different niches. It's the system that I'm building. I'll be plugging into all kinds of verticals and niches because the system will be able to sell anything on full automation, and I'll be able to scale that. That's pretty clear, right? It's a pretty big, important thing for me to be working on, wouldn't you agree? Definitely will need 100% focus for this kind of thing. Next question, will I be working on any other businesses? I will. I'm going to share a little bit right now what they are. They don't involve anyone else except myself, but if you're curious, I'll just spit them out quickly here what they are. Now, these are businesses that don't affect you, but I'm just sharing a little piece of myself with you. The following two businesses I'll be focusing on as well are being built for exit purposes. So in other words, I'm building them to sell them. Number one, I've been working on it for a while, is a nutritional company that shall remain unnamed. It's a nutritional company with my own protein bars. There's only going to be 4 lines of bars. One is for muscle gain, one is for fat loss, one is for vegan, one is for keto. And they're premium quality protein bars is what they are. So how will that keep me busy? Well, I have to work with the formulations of the product, the manufacturing, the distribution, the sales teams, the branding, the marketing. It's a real business. And again, this is just to justify why I'm stopping to do live events and live webinars. My time will be occupied. And the second business I'm building, I have started to build, and it's going crazy, it's a drone aerial photography video business for businesses. The company basically gives facelifts to businesses through drone video aerial footage. It really rebrands them. So how will that take up my time? Well, there's pilot training. I now have a small fleet of drones and a couple of pilots that have been trained, but I need to train more drone pilots. Then I'm creating business packages for the businesses. Then, of course, the branding of that company and the marketing. And it's kind of like a little bit of a franchising play. We're taking over different states and stuff like that. So those 3 things will keep my hands full in the following year, won't they? Biggest question ever. Question number 7. Am I stopping to personally brand myself? Never, 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 never. No, I'm not. Personal branding will continue. Let me read my statement. It's one powerful sentence here. Personal branding and audience building will continue every single Friday through content release and syndication. As I mentioned in question 1, will I stop providing content to the masses? On that same note, I will never stop providing content and building my own personal brand. So question number 8, the final question that you may have or that you need to know the answer to is, why should I be there live for your farewell webinar, Marc? So I've got 5 bullets here to why you should be there live to my farewell webinar. Aside from saying goodbye and that you'll miss coming to my live stuff, aside from that, let's start with number 1 reason why you should be there live on Thursday, September 3rd, 2020 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Reason number 1, I will equip you with the necessary materials that you need for free to reach a 7-figure income. Been there, done that many times over. I will equip you for free to do the same. That's the first reason why you should show up live on Thursday, September 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Next, I'll give you the blueprint to the money printing machine, the one that I'm using right now. This is the machine that I'll be focusing on here, optimizing as previously mentioned, but I will give you the blueprint to the one that I'm using now that is working. I will also spit out the 7 biggest mistakes that I've done over the past 5 years. Now, these are the mistakes that nobody knows about. These are the mistakes that I've never shared publicly. These are the mistakes that I've personally had to bleed for, sweat for, and cry for. Next, there will be no replay. None. Nada. If you're not there live, no replay available. If we do stream on YouTube, it's coming off right after we're done. No replay. And finally, there is going to be a limit of 1,000 live attendees. So let me explain how this works. If you're seeing my video right now, if the registration page is up and you're listening to me right now, we have less than 2,000 registrations. As soon as we get 2,000 registrations, I'm not marketing this aggressively here, but as soon as I get 2,000 registrations, this is all down. So if you're seeing me, there's less than 2,000 registrations. Out of those 2,000 registrations, if half of you show up, we stop. So even though you're registered, here's what I need you to do. I need you to be there at 8:30 to be sure. To be sure you get a seat. Let me explain. You can come in at 8:30, get into the chat, everyone will start chatting, and you could go get a coffee, go to the bathroom, go get a snack, go get your notes while you have your seat. Because the 1,000 out of the 2,000 registrations will fill up and some people won't get in. So here's what I've decided to do. I've decided to let as many people in until 8:30. So if 1,200 of you are in there before 8:30 p.m., well then 1,200 of you are in before 8:30. Then I close the doors at 8:30. You guys could chat for half an hour before I come out. But if there's less than 1,000 before 8:30, well then we let you keep coming in after 8:30 until 1,000 hits. So really, whichever comes first, 8:30 or 1,000 attendees. If there's more than 1,000 who get in before 8:30, you get in. So in order to secure your seat for my last ever, probably ever, but at the very least, my last for the following year, live event /webinar, if you want to guarantee your seat, register now by either clicking the link in the description or the button on the page. If you're seeing this on social media or through an ad, you click the link in the description, go to the registration page, click the button at the bottom to register. If you're seeing this same video on the registration page, click the button and register. That's step one. Then you need to check your spam folder, guys. You'll have a unique link to get in on the night of Thursday. Make sure you go find that email because you'll need that link. So once you're registered, if you come into the chat room between 8 and 8:30, just before 8:30, you guarantee your seat. That's all I got, guys. I'm a little emotional. It'll be emotional. I've been doing live webinars for 5 years, almost on a weekly basis, in most cases, twice a week. I have done hundreds of webinars, hundreds and hundreds. I believe I broke 1,000 live event webinars in the past 5 years. It's going to be emotional. I'm going to give away the farm. Like I said, I'm going to equip you with everything I know. I have nothing to lose, nothing to gain. I really don't care. I will get a lot of hate by leaders, probably saying, don't tell them this, don't tell them that. I don't care. I'm working on my stuff now. And I'll still be providing content weekly, but it just won't be the same. It just won't be the same as hanging out with y'all, you know? So there it is. I'm getting emotional. Click the link in the description or the button on the page, and be sure to be there in the room before 8:30 p.m. on Thursday, September 3rd, 2020. Love you guys, and I'll see you then for the last time. Bye-bye.